So you can start in your favorite meditative seat. If you want to stay on your back with your legs up the wall, you can. You can just lie down on your back. Or just find your favorite seat. And start to close down the eyes. And deepen the breath. Just checking in with yourself this evening, see how that breath is flowing in and out of the body. Not trying to force it in any way, just observing. And then you can begin to draw the breath in and out of the nostrils and into the abdomen. And then taking your mind to the scene outside, the snow, the cleanness and whiteness of it, the renewal, and the peace and silence as it muffles the sounds. When I think of snow, I think of purity. So I'm going to read the definition of purity for you guys here. Well, so purity is the quality of the state of being pure. How could you purify yourself? Do you need to purify your thoughts maybe, or your mind, your body? Maybe nourishing yourself through your diet and exercise like we're getting ready to do here in a moment. Just allowing yourself to connect with that serene scene of the snow outside. And taking your mind to that pure state. Imagine lying in the sky, on the snow with flakes falling down around you, the silence, the stillness, the beauty, and peace. Allowing our practice tonight to purify our bodies, minds, and souls. If you're on your back, you can go ahead, float your eyes open, and come into a comfortable seat on your mat. Taking your time tonight. Sitting nice and easy, whoever that is for you. Just allowing yourself to get heavy through the sit bones and allowing the crown to reach up to the sky. And starting to activate the core by drawing the navel to the spine. We're going to do a few neck openers here. So we're just going to inhale, arms up to the sky. Stretch and lengthen in opposition. Giving the fingers a little wiggle and twist. And then reaching opposite shoulder march here, up and down. As we exhale, we interlace those fingers, drop the fingers to the back of the head, right at the base of that occipital bone, and gently start to tuck the chin down to the chest. Maybe even taking that chin all the way into the thyroid gland at the base of the neck, And gently rocking the head from side to side. If you'd like to squeeze the elbows in on the sides of the head, you can do that now. Just loosening up the back of the neck, maybe massaging that thyroid gland. As we inhale, we take the elbows out to the side, nice and far here, nice big stretch. Big breath into the chest. And exhale, hug the head, open the neck. Breathing into the space at the top of the shoulders, at the base of the neck here. And as you exhale, you allow that tension to slowly unwind. Inhale, elbows out wide, chin rises up. Nice big stretch. And we keep the fingers interlaced, bring the hands up top, turning the palms towards the sky, big stretch. As we exhale, we drop the hands down front, curving the spine, dropping chin to the chest. Inhale up nice and tall. We're going to bring our chin over to the right shoulder and then bring that right hand to that occipital bone. Turning and looking out to the right, we're going to drop the chin down towards the chest and just slowly allowing the back of that hand to create a gentle pressure. Drawing that chin in and feeling a nice opening down the left side of the neck. 3 big breaths here. And on your next inhale, you can slowly rise up, turning your chin to the left. That left hand comes up and rests on that occipital bone. And then we can drop that chin down towards the chest. Allow the head to gently open as we create that gentle pressure with the hand. 3 big breaths here. Inhale, allow yourself to gently rise up. We're just going to press ourselves back into tabletop here. So take your time working into your tabletop. If your knees get sore, you can double your mat up under your knees. Pressing heavy in the tops of the feet, reaching the crown forward and the tailbone back. As we exhale, we arch the spine up to the sky, drop the head down heavy between the arms, we're in cat. As we inhale, we drop the belly down, reach the head back towards the tailbone in cow. Take about 3 or 4 of these here. Exhaling as the spine reaches up. Inhaling as the spine reaches down. Coming back to stillness, allow yourself a gentle wiggle in the hips. Imagine reaching that right ear back towards the right hip, left ear back to the left hip, and maybe even bending those elbows. Just a nice wiggle, letting your body move playfully and organically. And then coming back into that tabletop. Drawing the navel towards the spine, shooting the hips back and reaching the crown forward. Take your energy into the tops of the feet. See if you can press into the feet and hover those knees. Maybe an inch or two off the mat. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Exhale, knees to the earth and press back into a child's pose. Inhale into your tabletop, energetically pressing into the tops of your feet. And when you're ready, we'll hover here, 2 breaths. Drawing the energy in from the core. Exhale, knees to the mat, and slowly press yourself back in that child's pose. And one last time here, inhaling into tabletop, energetically pressing into those feet and hovering here, 3 breaths this time. Exhale, knees to the earth, pressing back in the child's pose here. Breathing into the back of the body. We're going to start just walking the hands back towards the knees, coming into a kneeling on our heels here. Before we do any more tabletop, we're going to open the wrists. So we're going to turn the fingertips back towards the knees and just let the wrist open to the front of the room. Taking your time, maybe marching the heels of those hands up and down. And then settling in here to a nice big stretch. Maybe it feels good to you to round the spine, press the body a little bit back, opening the wrist a little bit more. Taking 2 more breaths into the wrist here. And then gently rising up, you can just turn the fingertips back to the front of the room, pick up the hands, take a little wiggle. Then we're going to rise up on our knees, turn the toes into the mat. And if that's good enough for you and you're feeling a nice stretch, stay right here. If you'd like, you can always bring the sit bones back to the heels, press back. If you want to go a little deeper, walk yourself up nice and high. Maybe bring the hands into prayer pose. Opening the Achilles tendon, the back of the feet. 2 more breaths. And exhale, make your way slowly back into that tabletop. You're going to extend that right foot back and in the mat. Toes press heavy in the earth and the heel reaches back. Pressing the heel away. Extend the crown forward. Make a nice straight line with your spine here. Inhaling those toes off the mat, trying to keep the hips balanced down to the earth. We're going to turn the toes out to the right and then move the leg over to the right. Take a breath here, flexing those toes, pressing that heel away. Pointing the toes, coming right back through center. And as we exhale, we turn the right foot over to the left and press the foot gently to the left side of the room. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex and stretch out to the right. Inhale, point back through center, and we flex out to the left. Take a breath. Inhale, point back to center. Exhale, flex over to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back through center. We're going to flex that foot. And I want you to play around here. Is it better for you if you're balancing and extending that left arm to keep the foot flexed? Or is it better for you to turn those toes out to the right? See what your body likes tonight. 3 breaths, nice and balanced. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right knee to the mat, and we take a child's pose. Maybe bending at the elbows, picking those hands up to the sky, and wiggling out the fingers and wrists. Inhale into that tabletop and extend the left toes back and into the mat, pressing that heel away. Keeping that core engagement, drawing the navel towards the spine, reaching crown forward. And then we'll slowly lift those left toes off the mat. Turn the left foot out to the left and gently open that leg. Take a breath. Inhale, point back to center. Exhale, left toes reach over to the right. We stretch and lengthen. Inhale through center. Flex and rotate out to the left. Inhale, point back to center. Exhale, flex out to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, flex out to the left. Take a breath. Inhale back through center. Last time here. Exhale to the right. Stretching that left leg straight back behind us. Is it better for you to rotate the toes out to the left side or keep that toes straight to the mat? Start to open that right arm forward. 3 breaths. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left knee to the mat. If you'd like, you can touch big toes and take the knees mat width apart. Hair pose here. And maybe wiggling out the fingers and wrists. Inhale up nice and tall, back into that tabletop. We're going to step our knees back 1 pace, so the legs are at a bit of an angle. The arms are still right below the shoulders. And then we'll hug those elbows into the sides of the body. See how slowly you can lower yourself down, trying to keep those arms nice and tight. As we drop down to the earth, we'll inhale, press up, find your cobra. So extending yourself all the way up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders down and back. Gazing forward. 3 breaths. As we exhale, we hug those elbows into the ribs. See how slowly you can lower back down. Take a breath. Inhale up, find that cobra. Lifting your pelvic bone off the floor, rolling the shoulders back and down, maybe taking the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, how slowly can you bring it back to the mat? Taking the elbows mat width apart here, resting your head down on a pillow of your hands. You can lift the feet and gently rock the feet from side to side in a crocodile. Taking the feet heavy to the right, circle the feet down and around to the left. 3 big circles. Coming back to the center with the feet, we'll go over to the left, down and around to the right. 3 big circles. And then placing the feet on the floor behind us here, we're going to draw the hands down towards the side of the chest. Bringing the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, rise up into baby cobra. Chest lifts off the mat, and maybe we cover those fingertips, gazing directly down in front of us here. 3 breaths. Exhale, find that crocodile. Gently laying the feet on the mat behind us, we're going to draw the elbows in towards the ribs here. Taking our forefinger and thumb out to the outside of the mat, above the shoulder area. Start to pull your mat apart, pressing into the tops of the feet. Kind of rip our mat apart, rise up, chest lifts off the mat. Hold here. 3 breaths. And exhale, release. You can make that pillow with your hands. Maybe it feels good to you to turn the big toes in towards the center, touching big toes together. Maybe it feels better to rock the feet from side to side. See what feels best for your body tonight. We're going to gently extend the hands out front, reaching the arms forward, but still keeping the shoulders down and back. We're going to just inhale, rise hands and feet up off the mat. Hover here, 3 breaths. Exhale, release. Take a break. Taking your breath into the back of the body here, into that lower and middle spine. Extending both hands forward. We're going to bend that right foot up to the sky. See if you can reach the right hand back, find the right ankle. And then we'll inhale, rise up in our bow pose, half bow here. Stretch and lengthen. Exhale, release. Extending those legs down, reaching the hands forward. The left hand reaches back the left ankle, and when you're ready, inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Option here, if you want to take it, you can grab both ankles, open and full bow, or you can stay lazing in your crocodile. Your choice tonight. If you want to join me, grabbing both ankles here, flexing those feet, rise up in your bow. One more breath. And exhale, release. As we inhale, we press into that tabletop, but it's just a means to get back into a child's pose. Bending our spine up to the sky in opposition here. Take a few breaths into the back. As we inhale, we just rise up to kneeling and then slowly bring our feet around. We're going to keep a gentle bend in the knees tonight. So we did a lot of spinal bending here, so we're going to go opposite and even things out a bit. So just allow your feet to get heavy and loose, maybe taking some windshield wipers and circles with those feet. Rolling out the shoulders. And then bringing the shoulders back and down. We're going to inhale the arms straight out in front like we're reaching for a hug. Roll the shoulders back and away. And then imagine yourself lifting up high from the sit bones, reaching forward for that hug. Stretch and lengthen, and then allow yourself to get heavy in the front of the body. Breathing into the back of the body here. And one more big breath. And then we're going to inhale, take the gaze forward. See how slowly you can roll back up. And release. We're going to bring that right heel into the inside of the left thigh. But we're going to keep our hips nice and straight to the end of the mat here. Taking the gaze to that left side corner of your mat. Inhale those arms up and exhale, extend and lengthen down towards that left foot. Taking the right cheek towards that left knee. That helps keep the torso straight as we lower down. As we inhale, we see how slowly we can stack that spine back up to sit. And then switch the feet. Left foot comes into the inner right thigh. Right toes flex back. You can inhale those arms out for a hug. Roll the shoulders down and back. Extend the body forward. Exhale, the nose turns out to the right side of the mat and we lower down. Inhale, slowly stacking your spine as you rise up. We're going to draw both feet together in cobbler's pose here. And then once you get your soles together, see if you can shimmy the heels back a little bit closer towards the torso. And start to flap your wings here. Setting up nice and tall. Imagine hinging from your hips forward and reaching the crown towards the front of the room. One more deep breath here. And then we're going to inhale, rise up nice and tall. And if you want a challenge, see if you can draw those knees up, toes off the ground, hover here. And then expand hands forward, feet forward, wherever you both see. Just slowly, you can lower down to the mat and then give yourself another hug. Working on our spines, we're going to lead the knees up to the sky and bring the arms out to a T. Palms can face up to the ceiling here. We're going to extend that left leg straight down and flex the foot back. And then gently start to pick the right leg up in a tabletop here with the leg. And then cross the right knee over to the left side. If you'd like a little assist here, you can bend your left hand at the elbow, press the left hand to that right thigh. Taking the gaze out to the right side of the room. Closing down the eyes and just breathing into your little spine. On your next inhale, you can extend the left fingertips back out to the left side. Slowly bring the right leg back to center and give that right knee a gentle hug into the chest. Bending that left knee up to the sky, bringing the left foot in the mat. We're just going to drop that right ankle over the left knee, bringing the arms out in cactus, elbows even with shoulders. Reach back and grab that mat in between the thumb and forefinger here. Start to pull on your mat out to the sides of the room, engaging your shoulder blades and elbows into the earth. And we'll gently start to rock the knee from side to side with our windshield wiper. Pulling on that mat, releasing those hips as we gently rock from side to side. Starting to release that grip here, and if you're comfortable, you can drop that right foot all the way over to the left side of the room. If you'd like, you can release the left hand, take the left hand to the right thigh, press that thigh away. And maybe inhale the right hand up next to the ear, stretching the fingertips back towards the back of the room. Inhale, right hand up to the sky, and as you exhale, you can set that right hand back down in that T shape. Left arm extends out in the T shape, and we bring our legs back through center. As we inhale, we can pick that left foot off the floor, tabletop with that left leg here, and reach the hands behind the left thigh. Give that thigh a gentle hug in towards the chest. Tucking the chin down to the chest, making sure our cervical spine is nice and long here. 3 deep breaths. We And gently release that left foot back to the ground and cross the legs. Right leg extends. And we bring that left leg up into the tabletop, extending those hands out to a T. Palms face the sky. As we exhale, left knee goes heavy to the right side. And maybe we take that right hand to the outer left thigh. Closing down the eyes and just allowing ourselves to melt down towards the floor here. Slowly releasing the right hand back out to the side of the room. You can gently bring that left leg back to center, giving that left knee a hug into the chest. Bringing right knee to the sky, right foot in the mat, crossing that left ankle over the right knee. Find your arms in cactus, find your grip strength at the top of your mat between thumb and forefinger. Start to pull your mat apart, engaging shoulders and elbows in the floor. And then gently start that windshield wiper from side to side. Nice, slow movement through the hips. Gently releasing that grip on the mat, you can drop the left foot heavy over to the right side. And maybe bringing that left hand to the inner left thigh, or right hand to the inner left thigh, sorry guys, and extending the left fingertips back. Resting that left forearm next to the ear. Stretch and lengthen. Releasing both hands straight back behind you. Give yourself a big stretch, reaching the fingertips towards the back of the room. And then we'll inhale those legs back to center. Inhale, hands back to the sky. And exhale, release those hands back to that T shape on the sides of the body. I'm crossing the legs here. We're just going to give ourselves a big hug. Knees come into the chest. Pressing that spine into your mat. Lots of back work tonight. Purifying our bodies, our digestive systems with these movements. Connecting with the pure peacefulness of the snow outside. And one last move here tonight. Arms extend out to a T. Legs shoot straight up to the sky. We're going to cross that right knee over the left. Maybe reach the right toes around behind that left ankle. Then we'll drop the knees over to the right side. Nice big twist. One more time here. Inhale, legs back through center. Slowly uncross. Legs come up to the sky, and then we bring left knee over right, maybe left foot behind right ankle. Bending those legs down, drop the legs heavy to the left. inhale those legs back through center. Slowly untwist. Give yourself a hug and roll on to your favorite side. Bringing your mats if you're at home to a door or the wall. If you're in the studio, just placing that mat on the wall. Everybody's distance is going to be a little different here. We're just going to bring our knees and hips in a line, and then we'll put our feet directly out in front of us. So depending, you just want to make a big L with the body. So the hips are below the knees, the feet are straight out in front. Checking in with that cervical spine here, pick your head up and grab that occipital bone, kind of like we started class today. If you're relaxed in that neck, you can bring the chin to the chest and just gently pull the head out from side to side. And then elongate the back of the neck by tucking the chin into the chest and gently set your occipital bone back down to the mat. And start to take your feet nice and wide. If you'd like, you can place your hands on your inner thighs to add just a tiny bit of gravitational pull down towards the earth, or you can just rest your hands on your belly, your chest. Closing down the eyes and deepening the breath. I'm going to turn the lights down here in the studio. Starting to relax the muscles of the face here. Imagine squeezing the muscles in like you just took a bite of a sour lemon. Squeeze nice and tight, everything pinching together at the nose and mouth. And then as you inhale, let all those muscles open and relax. Letting the jaw get heavy, letting the eyebrows relax and open. Placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Start to connect with that breath. The expanse of the inhale. Contraction of the exhale. Maybe coming back to that image of yourself lying on your back in the snow, watching the flakes swirl around you. Noticing the quiet, muffled noises. Slowly beginning to shimmy the feet into the middle of the body here, knees and feet come into a line. As we exhale, we draw the knees into the chest and gently rock the hips and knees from side to side. coming to rest down on your favorite side. Knees and elbows draw into the center of the body. Take a moment here and connect with some gratitude in your life. Show some love for something that brought you a little joy today. And when you're ready, you can press yourself up into a comfortable seat on your mat.